Represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Detroit Lions. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Here we go on 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 45 yards rushing for him now on the opening drive of this NFC title game.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Now a handoff looking right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. And forthcoming a field goal try for the Cowboys. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead here this NFC Championship game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of piling him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And the Lions will take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I'm not flying.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
There's some space here. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs,
54 yards.
and the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here's Elijah Moore now bringing it out of his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Gibbs straight ahead. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Come on.
2nd down and 8.
Ready.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Dorsett, the man in motion.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. From 13 yards out.
And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
53 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Complete. Smith has it. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And a
flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They'll set up a throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for just 3. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Ready, ready.
Now Richardson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Another run for Gibbs here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. In motion goes the tight end. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And he's got Dorsett complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Patterson back out there to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're going to look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield, and he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one complete to Smith.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On play action, they'll throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They go play action here on first down. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. Down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. A gain of 3, second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Brian Branch with it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
At the 26-yard line.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Hey, check that.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. 87 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Takes it to about the 37.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is 2nd and 8. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And for all